Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. I am Old Man 102. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to FS25 on the 7 Species Homestead map. You're going to get a bunch of stuttering. There was just another freaking patch that Giants is really good about screwing things up. And I absolutely hate the fact now that the mod updates are on the top of the page with your mods list, and it wants you, like I used to go in and whenever I would install a new mod, I would just go in and hit deselect all, select all, and it would just automatically activate any new mods I've installed. Well, apparently you can't do that now because it wants you to update any mod that you've made a adjustment to. The game now wants you to go in and update those mods, but that they don't need updating because you've made modifications to them, and you can't bypass them now because they're on your freaking loading screen. I wish Giants would leave shit alone. I'm about ready to quit FS25 altogether, playing and modding. But I hope everyone is doing well today. It is Thursday, the 8th of May, as I record this. Just getting home from work. I was in a bad mood to begin with because I had to stop for gas on the way home from work, which I normally only get gas on Saturday mornings when I go to the grocery store. But I had to stop and get gas because Saturday morning I have blood work. And then I get behind this truck that's going 25 miles an hour. Then I get behind a tractor that's holding up a whole line of cars. And then when I get home, I got to update FS25. And then I had a driver update. And then it messed up all of my recording sounds again. All my recording settings were messed up again. So I'm a half an hour late getting into my recordings. Even get my recording started, and then it's stupid shit on the starting screen with your mods. Oh, look at that. Oh no, we're gonna have oh no, just enough. Look at that, perfect amount, 24. Couldn't have done that better myself. Now let's see if we can get it in transport position without messing it up. Alright, enough ranting and raving. What are we going to do with all of our money? That's decisions. That's what the next decision is going to need to be. Are we getting more land or are we getting equipment? Oh, come on. Get over the stuttering. Cash everything in. Pain in the ass. Really wish Giants would leave shit alone. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Alright, I said I was enough with the bitching and complaining. I did fix the traffic splines. I'm not driving around the whole map waiting for this thing to cash in. We're just going to have to deal with stuttering. I should have cleared my shader cache and I forgot to. Come on. There you... Well, it doesn't matter because I'm going to return this lease anyway. Right. Let's head back to the house and make a decision on what we want to get done. Do I want to leave my tractor here to store just in case? I don't even know if we can afford another piece of land. We'll park here a minute. Alright, I know I need $99,000 for a new mod I built. So let's jump into farmlands. And I want... So we can get this piece here that has a pretty good sized forest and then more land. We can get this piece here which has a pretty good sized forest and more land. I'm tempted to get this one. This one's all grass for the most part, but I want one that has a forest in it. I don't want to get field 1 yet. We own part of the forest over here we can start cutting into. Now that may hold us over, but I want another piece of land where I can get a good piece of grass cut. So do we go for 11 and just cut more grass? Let's jump out of here a minute. Let's go back to the house for a second. So, do we get... Do we get this piece of land here? How far out will it take us? So we could take all of these trees down and we still have part of the forest. $204,000. I'm tempted to get this, and then next time we grab maybe this one. $204,000 we'll get. It's not the greatest piece of grass though. It's smaller than this square, so we're not going to get as many bales off of it, and that's what was really what I was hoping to do. This one here is going to get us a major forest I really don't want yet. We jump down here, we can get another piece of grass. I think I want to go here, probably, and then here. That one's almost all forest. This one's almost all forest. Now, do we get this piece of property and this piece of property? No, let's buy this one. That's 200,000. So it still leaves us with 636 grand. Now, if we go into mowers. Oh yeah, we could do this. We're going to grab this guy. And we're going to grab this guy. And then we're going to go into the round balers. I think we're going to grab this guy. And we'll have to get bale net and bale twine. Alright, that leaves us I need 99,000 for a mod we're going to install. Now, I did not look at auto-load log trailers. And then let's just take a quick peek at contracts. Nothing I want to jump on. Okay. Let's take a really quick peek. Well, at the store real quick. Nothing there. Alright. So we go into wood transport. I don't think I looked at any new mods. No, we're going to have to hold out for this guy in a tractor trailer. I don't think this guy has any auto load. Well, it says it does, but I still need I still need a tractor trailer though. So I'm not going to get that one. I'm used to this one. I've used it hundreds of times. Probably in the last 3 versions of the game. Let's see if we can figure out where this new farmland starts and ends. We pretty much sold everything off that we had available to sell last episode. Alright, so where does this piece of property... Alright, so we are pretty much on the verge of it. So I think it runs along here where I couldn't cut. Does it? Or am I back too far? It does. Well, there's only one way to find out truly where this piece of property goes. So let's go to the front. We'll unload it. Or yeah, unload it. We'll unfold it. Let me lower, turn it on. Back one. Now how do I... There we go. Why is... Oh, there we go. I was going to say, why is the front one... Is the front one cutting? Front one is cutting. Alright. So does our property run along here? It does, and we're going to be off of it. Now if I go back this way... Oh, crap. Not what I wanted. Yeah, so we're right on the edge, and I accidentally hit hire a worker. All right, let me get this guy lowered and turned back on. Let me get this guy lowered and turned back on. All right, so we're pretty much right on the verge of our property line. Yeah, I'm not on the straightest of lines. Probably could have gone just a hair over to the left. That's all right. All right, so there's where our property's going to be. All right, let me lift you up a minute. Let me lift you up a minute. Now, some of this grass we're going to need to save for compost. Of course, we're going to head straight for a tree. How far? How far over are we going? We're pretty much right at the edge of our property. Probably just right around this tree. Is probably the edge of our property. And so if I try and cut here, yes, I think we're going to be like right on the edge. And we got another tree to deal with. Why is the front mower not mowing? Why is it not mowing? Front one. Lower. Why is it not mowing? Why is the front mower not mowing? Are we like on the edge? We may be just off our property. Yeah, we are right on the property line. Do we own? Yeah, this is the square we own. So we can actually, if we had all these trees down, we can actually just keep going straight. So we've got some work to do to get these trees down. You know, it's be a nice area back here for sheep pens. Right on the back side of this lake. Alright. So we probably have some trees right here we could take down. We got all these trees in this new area we could take down. We got some trees in that old area we could take down. And then we still have part of the forest on the other side that we can take down. So the next plot of land we have needs to have a pretty decent sized forest with it. So yeah, we've got a bunch of trees to get down. I'm really thinking wood transport next. Well, we still need to buy the bale picker-upper. And then some of these trees we can save for wood chips as well. And we got one of these destroyable rocks. Yeah, I don't want to mess around with that area too much until we get these trees out of here. That's definitely going to be a good sheep pen area. Yeah, I'm not in a big hurry to get farmlands going. To get fields going, I mean. Because we don't have all the equipment I want yet. And since most of our money's coming in silage and wood, I want to get that equipment first. Should probably do one more headland and I can just turn around. Trying to make a decision on where I want to put this mod I built. It will be released with the map. Oh, it's 15:12 at night, man. It's getting dark out. Well, cloudy, I should say. Well, this ain't going to be a very straight line. Hang on one sec. Sorry about that. I didn't want it coughing in your ear. Yeah, this ain't going to be a very straight row. And one way around a tree and this way, the other way around a tree the other way. And I'm taking it back down to 1 speed because we're going to have to get this cut and baled before we go to sleep. Matter of fact, let me take it down to half speed. Oh, come on. Pain in my butt. Yeah, silage is going to be the way to go for a while. Eventually we'll get into sheep and clothing. I do want to get a rock smasher to get these rocks up. But I don't want to spend the money right now on the equipment. You know what? Let's do a headland through here. And I just want to do another, I think, a row around. Alright, it's a pretty decent piece of property. We're gonna get a good we won't get as many bales, but we'll get a good bit of bales off of this. Like I said, I'm gonna say we are gonna save a little bit of this for compost. And I'm probably not gonna have time to come in between episodes and finish mowing this. I just wanted another headland on this side, make it a little bit easier to turn around. Yeah, so the map is ready today. Like I said, today's Thursday the 8th. The map is ready to go to Patreons tomorrow. I think I'm done making. Sent the last of the updates out to Dixie this morning. I think we're done making changes. Oh, now I don't have a second headland on this side. Let's go on this side of the trees. Don't know where I want to put that other factory down. That's the problem. I built a large firewood factory, so the first setting is the same speed as the small. There's 4 production lines, so the first production line is the same. If you turn just the one production line on, it's the same speed as our current small factory making firewood. If you turn the second production line on, it's double the speed of the small one. If you turn the third production line on, it's triple the speed. And then if you turn the fourth production line on, it's 4 times the speed as the little firewood factory. We are going to get it down. I do need to save $99,000 for it. But I'm seriously thinking about getting the autoload trailer with the tractor trailer. So we have that ready to go. I just don't know where I want to put it, though. Wish we owned that piece of property like right in front of us, but we don't. Yes, if now auto save again, but yep, I'll want to show you what I had in mind. So like, here's our greenhouse. So on this side of our greenhouse, I wanted to put another greenhouse down. And then on this side of the greenhouse, I wanted to put the new factory down. Because I want to save this area around our shed to put more sheds and build this area out as our farmyard, kind of, sort of. But I don't think. Well, I might be able to squish another greenhouse in there. Alright, let's come back to this in a minute. Yeah, I'm thinking another greenhouse like right here, but I want to leave enough space in between them to get an autoload trailer in. So if we jump into construction, I said construction. There we go. And then we go into greenhouses, and then we get a modded. It's only 26 grand. I'm gonna try and get it lined up as close to. Okay, that's as close as I think I'm gonna be able to get it. Oh, there we go. Alright, so you're doing enoki. So you're going to do oyster. So we're going to do oyster on this one. And then how much compost do we have? 86,000, and we still have 30,000 liters of grass. All right, we are going to take a little bit more grass that we have, that we're just cutting now, and dump it in there, but most of that's going to get baled. Oh, did I sell the other tractor off? I did, didn't I? Oh, no, I didn't. It's right here. We could sell our little lawnmower off now. This is probably not a smart idea. With this tractor. Should have grabbed the tractor we're using to cut with. And we're going to save this area here eventually for a farmhouse. Yeah, we could definitely sell that little lawnmower off now. Oh, do you not... Are you the loading wagon? No, you're a regular wagon, so why are you not... Oh, will you not hold compost? I'm going to have to mod this to hold compost. Huh. I'm going to have to mod this to hold everything. I did not realize... Is this our loading? This is not our loading wagon, right? No. What were we we were hauling wood chips in this. Because it'll hold wood chips. It won't hold compost. I'm going to have to mod this. Alright, I wanted to get that composter going, but I don't have anything to haul compost in until I mod this. I want to... crap. I want to mod this to hold all the bulk stuff. Alright, we'll have to get back... We'll just finish cutting grass. We'll have to get that going next episode. I wanted to get that greenhouse running, but that's not going to happen now. So yeah, I'll yank that out of the mods folder and mod it to hold all the bulk and then stick it back in my mods folder. So we sold that other little tipper off, so I can't even use that now. I did not realize that didn't hold all the bulk when I bought it. Yeah, I knew I was going to hit that one a little hard. I will do my best to try and get the rest of this cut between episodes. No guarantees. Because tomorrow's Friday. I've got an errand to run after work. And then Saturday morning I have blood work. And then another errand. Well, blood work, and then I'm meeting a friend for breakfast. And then an errand, so... And I've got to get 3 YouTube videos done and a little bit of modding done. You don't want to turn a composter on distributing yet. We're going to have a little bit of mess here to clean up with this grass right here and all these little crossroads. Now we could cut this, bale it, and sell it back if we wanted to, but I won't do that. A couple more trees to deal with. Once we have all the equipment we need. Oh my goodness. Once we get all the equipment we need, then we turn all this land into fields, and we won't need as much grass. And then we'll do one field dedicated to just the grass for sheep. No, dead center. Which side do we go on? Oh, we got that rock ahead of us. Can't wait to get them off the map. And then we got to figure out what size fields we want to cut in once we get to that point. Now let's go this way. About done dodging trees. Couple more passes. I know we're pushing an hour. You know we got to get another vehicle shed. Get all of our new equipment in. And then I definitely want the Ponzi Scorpion King at this point. I want to get that before a good harvester. Yeah, 2 good passes will be good over here. I'll get that trailer fixed between episodes so it'll hold all the bulk material. We'll get that that other greenhouse going. Figure out where the new firewood factory is going to go. And then get this baled. You know, when we're done with all the equipment we need, we'll start getting into sheep, because then we're going to have to find a piece of land just to put factories down on. And then we got to get the spinnery and the tailor. Oh, this is going to be another ugly row. Like I was drinking and driving, man. Well, at least the patch I don't think broke anything. And there's been already grumblings about my maps not being precision farming ready. They will not be precision farming ready. I'm not dealing with it with the extra crops in the map. All right. Alright, I'm going to call it here because we've got some cleaning up to do with mods and tractors. Why do you look all brown? Oh, because you're mushrooms, that's why. But anyway, I'm Old Man 102. Please smash that like and subscribe on your way out and have an awesome day.